Hi Scorpio, welcome to my channel. This is your general reading for the month of September 2019. So I was meditating for you before I turned on the camera, and I got this vision where you were running in a sort of jungle, really thick, dense jungle. And it wasn't the most comfortable feeling. It was as if something was running after you, or you'd been for a long time within this jungle and you couldn't find your way out. You were a little bit lost. You had mosquito bites, insect bites, you had leaves that were, slapping you, all over, and thorns, and it just wasn't like a really tense sort of moment for you within this jungle. But then after running for a while, you saw a clearing, you saw the light coming from a clearing, and you started running towards that light, and you found yourself on this most beautiful beach. Really beautiful bay, with like sand, and beautiful clear waters. And then the next image was you sitting down on the sand on the beach, watching the ocean. And you had this really clear connection with Source, with Spirit. You were actually seeing them in front of you. You had an actual clairvoyant moment of seeing behind the veil. So let's start your reading and see where that takes us. Okay. So the first card is Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles, which is Queen of Ariel in this deck. Next card is the Emperor, Major Arcana. So that's the second week of September. So the first, I'll tell you that, okay, I'll tell you later, okay. Then we have the Eight of Swords, Eight of Michael in this deck. The World, another Major Arcana. And the Nine of Swords. Alright, and bottom of the deck, the Lovers. So 3 Major Arcana so far. I'm going to clarify these with the Rider-Waite, and I'll explain to you how the reading will go. I hope you're seeing all the cards. Yeah, I think it's okay. Sorry, I'm new and this is a new setting, so bear with me, Scorpio. So clarifying the Queen of Pentacles is the Hierophant. Another Major Arcana. Oh wow, a lot of clarifying the Emperor is the Tower. A lot of Major Arcanas, Scorpio. Wow. Intense. Intense and beautiful at the same time. Alright. Clarifying the Eight of Swords is the Six of Pentacles. Clarifying the World is Death. Another Major Arcana. Wow, lots of transformation. This is your card, Scorpio. In the Major Arcana. And the Hermit. Clarifying the Nine of Swords. Wow, yeah, wow, that really goes well with the vision I had for you. And bottom of the deck in this one is Page of Pentacles. Alright, so the first row, I don't know if really you're seeing it or not, I'm not sure. But anyway, the first row is your energies coming into September, around the first week. Second row is would be your the second week of September, basically. Third row would be your challenge, and at the same time, the third week of September. Fourth row is the message from Spirit, and the fourth week of September. And the last row is the outcome. So let's start. For the first week here you have the Hierophant paired with the Queen of Pentacles. So you're coming into September with a certain amount of groundedness. You feel good, you feel abundant, you feel, the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who has everything that she needs. She's a really good businesswoman. She knows how to utilize her resources right. She knows how to invest. She's not somebody you can pull the wool over, or you cannot pull the wool over her eyes at any point in time. She's extremely lucid. She is also nurturing and grateful. She's not somebody who takes her abundance for granted. And paired with the Hierophant here, I see it as some sort of institution, as well as, because sometimes, it can indicate marriage. And actually it could be that here too, it could be that you are the Queen of Pentacles and you're married, or you are married to a Queen of Pentacles. It would be a very stable relationship, a marriage, or a very committed relationship that is grounded. People know about it. You've been together for a while. But overall, what I see here is you coming into September with a very solid foundation. Maybe a bit conforming, a bit too conforming, maybe to what people expect of you, or to people of authority around you. But anyhow, it's extremely, it's a solid foundation. Okay. What I see happening, in the second week here is with the Tower, another major arcana, and the Emperor. These are two major arcanas together, so these are extremely powerful energies that will be happening in the month of September. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 major arcana. So it's not it's a major month for you. I mean, things are actually happening. There's a hell of a lot of energy around you, Scorpio, in September. So what I see here with Death and the Emperor, so Death is your card, it's it's not Death, that's coming. It's the Emperor and the Tower. So the Emperor indicates, somebody who's extremely grounded, as we've seen with the Queen of Pentacles and the Hierophant, but this is even more. The Emperor, he didn't become an emperor just by sitting down on his throne. He's been through the mill. He's had many failures and many successes. He's somebody who's had, he's been through the ringer. He's seen it all, been there, done that. And came to an extremely stable place, a place where he's in control of his life and of other people's lives, actually. He is a very fatherly figure. He's somebody who's really reliable, that you a really big fatherly authoritative figure that you can go to if you need him. And it's coming with the Tower. So it seems to me like you, by the second week, around the second week of September, the stability that you came in with in September, is being challenged. Okay, with the Tower here happening, and it's quite sudden. It's something that you were not that you will not be expecting. It doesn't have, because the Tower sometimes can appear as like fearsome energy or something that you really should avoid at any cost. But actually, you know, there was something in this solid foundation that you had coming in into September that had to crumble. That's what the Tower does. It's like it's a divine intervention that comes to sort of explodes something that doesn't have a solid enough foundation. Okay, so even though you're coming in with, you know, feeling extremely in power, you know, and you know, pretty self-confident, you know, coming into September, the second week will show you something that has to go, you know. And it shows to me that even though you're feeling extremely in power, maybe you weren't seeing something that could actually undermine the stability. So it's a good thing for this to come up, because you'll be able to look at it, you know, assess it, see what is it in this solid foundation that you've built for yourself that has to go, basically something that if it stayed in your life would have undermined everything that you've done, you know. So there is a sort of a suddenness, because you probably weren't seeing that. Okay, something happens suddenly and quite shockingly that will make you realize that all the stability that you had built for yourself has something that could undermine it, and that needs to be shed, basically. So that's the second week. So the third week, what I'm seeing happening here is straight. Has directly to do with the two first rows that we've seen so far. We have the Eight of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. So whatever is happening here in the second week, you know, this tower that is falling, that is crashing down, that is showing you something that you know, is not sound in the solid foundation that you have coming into September. It's something that has to do with reciprocity, and I'm saying that too because we have the Lovers as your main energy here. And the Lovers, it's another major arcana, okay? And the Lovers usually has to do with a decision, okay? For me, it's the Twin Flame card, you know, for me as a reader, it's the Twin Flame card, so I don't know if that applies in your life. It can apply in different ways, you know. It can be a decision between, that is going to, that you have to take a major decision in your life that has to do with a relationship. It could have to do with your divine counterpart, if you have one. It could be a decision that has to do also with work, because we have Pentacle here, or at least something in your physical life. But it is a major decision, and it's a decision of heart over mind, or mind over heart, you know, whichever way applies to you. So it's something, you know, this tower coming down, crashing down, is putting you in front of a major decision. Something that most probably has to do with the give and take within a relationship, or the give and take within a work situation. It, you know, it's going to be different for different people. And it's a decision that is really major, and for a while you won't know what to do. You will feel a bit stuck. You know, the Eight of Swords on the Rider-Waite deck is this person who is blindfolded and has all these swords around her. So you will feel a bit stuck, not knowing what to do, not seeing clear, you know, and that's exactly the feeling that I had in your vision while you were running uh, when you are running in this really dense jungle, is this feeling of being lost, of being trapped, and it's an uncomfortable position for a while here in the third week of September. So yeah, that's what's happening for you the third week. All right. But by the time you get to the fourth week, by the end of September, you have 2 more major arcana. It's quite amazing. You have like so many major arcana. It's gonna be something major in your life. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be a major decision, a major moment, a major moment in your life with the Tower, and now the World, and Death. So Death is your card in the major arcana, Scorpio. So what I'm seeing here is really cool. In fact, when you see the World with death, despairing is extremely powerful. It's extremely intense as well. So Death is the card of transformation, and hello, I'm talking to Scorpio. You are the masters of transformation in the zodiac. So you are not by any means foreigner to that energy, and you're taking it in whatever is happening after the Eight of this moment of feeling trapped and feeling blindfolded, feeling like you can't see clear, that you can't really make a decision, that you don't know which way to go, and feeling a bit trapped. You are actually stepping into whatever is happening very clearly. You are letting the transformation happen. You are at the end of a cycle here with the World. It's the final major arcana of the deck, the whole deck. It signifies it's the resolution of a cycle. It's the completion of a cycle after a big time transformation. So it seems to me that whatever decision you're going to make, or whatever is happening with the Tower falling and your foundation being challenged in this way, is the really end phase of a major transformation cycle that you've been going through for a while. And I'm hearing maybe even several years, up to 9 years. And this this final phase of transformation, transition, processing, healing, however you want to look at it, it could have been dark night of the soul type energies. It could have been a lot of processing, of core wounds, of limiting beliefs, fears, anxieties, all basically everything that really binds us in the 3D. It seems like you're going through the final phases of this transformation. It's quite intense, as I've told you, with all the cards that have been showing up, but it's leading you to a completely new cycle that is absolutely beautiful. Okay, it's a total new beginning coming after a quite intense ending, right? The outcome, which is also for me, this is the outcome basically, because sometimes things change a little bit, and here what I see the outcome as is the World card and Death. It's you really giving into this beautiful transformation, completely taking it into your stride, and finishing an extremely important cycle for you, and starting a new one. This card says a very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight, and this is exactly what we're talking about here. So the message from Spirit, what Spirit really wants you to pay attention to is the Hermit, card of Virgo, and the Nine of Swords. So here, for me, the message is quite clear. The Nine of Swords, it indicates worry, sleepless nights, anxiety. It's this anxiety that we have when we have intense moments in our lives, when we know that a cycle is ending and another one beginning, but the things, the new path is not still clear enough for us to feel secure completely, and it's a normal reaction, when we have like major transitions in our life. Some fears tend to come up, some anxiety tends to come up. However, what Spirit is telling you here is that you have all the answers you need inside. The Hermit can shed light in any situation in the middle of the dark, and he's following his own light. So you have everything, all the answers you need within you. You know exactly what this is all about, I think, from the start. And this is really the two cards that are showing me exactly the vision that I had for you, which is this Nine of Swords, this running through dense jungle where you cannot see the end of it, you cannot see where you're going, and you're in an uncomfortable position with all the insect bites and stuff, and not knowing exactly where you're going, and feeling that, hey, I'm trapped here. But then you see the light on that leads to this beautiful beach, and this is the light. The Hermit is the light bearer, if you can see it, and this is the light that you are seeing after this this end of cycle that we've seen with death and the world. And you're seeing it very, very clearly. It's a very deep connection with your higher self and source. Your path has never been clearer, and I would not be surprised if you had some beautiful abilities, psychic or clairvoyant, clairaudient, whatever. You're an extremely intuitive Scorpio, so new abilities coming online for you, or old ones that get even more powerful. And what I'm seeing is the start of the very solid start of a new path. It's a page of Pentacles, so it's only the start, but it's extremely solid. It's clear. It's you really seeing this new path for you after all this transformation that happened, all this processing, the Tower coming down, the major decision with the Lovers, death in the world, you going inside to see, to get your own answers, and seeing this light, and there is your new path, this new beginning, just burgeoning for you. So I think that's it. I will just get you one last advice, oracle card from your archangels for Scorpio, September 2019. So it says it's in French, so I'm just gonna translate. It says, indigo and crystal children. You have strong connections to children. In particular, you have the gift to help sensitive children. Wow. Indigo and crystal children. It's Archangel Metatron. You have strong connections to children. In particular, you have the gift to help sensitive children. Wow, I think that could be one of your abilities that are coming online, as I was saying. So that's it, Scorpio. I hope this reading resonated with you. If it did, please subscribe, like and comment. And thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Bye.